Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing a series of videos I do for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I hope this is tasty and refreshing because I literally had to stop this review in a previous attempt because my throat is a little bit parched. But we'll see. Anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is not really the case in this instance. No, I actually went over there to this particular item a few days ago. I had a Saturday off, and I was like, I'm gonna enjoy my Saturday off. I'm gonna do a little trekking. You know, usually I'm kind of a homebody. You know, I like my house. You know, it's all my shit is there. You know, it's got a lot of cool stuff. I decided I was gonna trek out to go buy more cool stuff. If we're being realistic. So I made like a whole trek out to fucking goofy ass area. The trip was almost entirely a waste of time. Save for basically two things. One was I got a CD that was like okay, you know. Yes, I still buy CDs because I'm weird. Wasn't like anything spectacular, but it was like okay. The other thing was I stopped in over at the Dollar Tree that happened to be there. And I found, boom, it's this. It is Wrap Snacks OOWEE Lemonade Fruit Punch. Is it better on this side? I feel like it's better on this side. Or maybe if we do like, or options. So, yeah, man, I haven't done a Wrap Snacks review in a while. If you're unfamiliar, Wrap Snacks, it's like a unusual pairing where basically they went over there and got like, you know, different wrappers, like the licenses or how the whole thing worked. But they basically went over there and like set up this thing and then they created a bunch of snacks. I've actually reviewed a number of Wrap Snacks products, so much in fact that I have a Wrap Snacks review playlist. I haven't been able to add to it in like probably a year at least. Wrap Snack stuff, I've enjoyed some of it. It's a little bit hit or miss for me. None of it I've hated, but this is the first time I've had one of their beverages. I didn't even know that they did these. So this is Mr. OOWEE or however that, I don't know. No offense to the guy, I don't know who he is. So let's try a thing. Ultimately, that's the most important thing. It's just, I need it to be tasty. And like I said, I need to be refreshing. My throat is a little bit sore. I think I'm got a little bit of a bug. It smells good. Smells good, tastes good. I like that. I like that a lot. It's, yeah, I'm very down with that. So, I like fruit punch. I like fruit punch a lot. I also like lemonade quite a bit, too. So, you know, this combination intrinsically works as long as you do it right. And what they did, quite intelligently in my opinion, was they went over there like, I like a fruit punch that has a little bit of a bite to it. You know, give it a little kick. Something like, I've had fruit punches that are just too neutral. You know, like they might be okay in terms of the taste, but they don't give you that kick in the ass, you know, that really makes you kind of, you know, feel special. With this, what they did was, where normally you'd have that, like, you know, in a fruit punch, normally you'd have that kind of, you know, in good fruit punches, you'd have that little bit of that kick in the ass, you know, that hit of citrus or whatever, you know, just to give it that little, Instead, you're getting the lemonade. So you're getting that, like, citrus kind of, like, tanginess of the lemonade. So it's blended really well. So, like, you get the nice fruit punch flavor, and it's a nice fruit punch. And then, like I said, you get kind of that that lemonade tanginess to it that kind of goes throughout. It's actually very good. I like this a lot. Yeah. And that lemonade, man, that's what really sells it for me. Because again, the fruit punch is good in and of itself. It's tasty enough, but without that something extra, it would be in risk of just being, again, just one of those very neutral kind of fruit punches. This is good, man. First part is just, you know, just a decent tasting fruit punch. It's not outright spectacular, but it's good. And then, yeah, just that combination of the fruit punch and the lemonade. Why isn't that a thing? Like, like you famously have like the Arnold Palmer, right? Where like the iced tea and the lemonade. Why isn't like fruit punch and lemonade a thing? Like, you could name it after some other sports star that I know absolutely nothing about. Or we could go over there and get somebody cool to endorse it. Like Dr. J, right? He's still alive. We could go over there. I like Dr. J, man. He was before my time, but like when I found out about him, I was like, so he was Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan? And even Michael Jordan's like, yeah. It's like, fuck yeah. It's like, yeah, man, let's get Dr. J to endorse it, man. Have it be the Dr. J drink. I'd be so down with that. I mean, I guess technically they did. They got OOWEE, this guy. So, no offense to him, not quite as cool for me personally as if it was Dr. J, but I definitely think that we should have just an all-around thing of just, hey, mix fruit punch and lemonade and fuck it. That'll be, again, the Dr. J drink or whoever they, OOWEE drink or whatever. OOWEE doesn't have the same, if that's even OWEE, I don't know. But I do. I really like this. It's very tasty. And I would say that I think that this is probably one of the better wrap snack branded things. Because again, like, some of them were genuinely really good. A fair amount of them are kind of underwhelming. This one, I think it hits. It's tasty, and it honestly exceeded my expectations. And it is indeed quite refreshing. So I'm down. 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Well, first of all, I'd have to find it again. And I'm sure as shit not traveling all the fucking way out to that goddamn cursed area that I was when I went and got this one. But like I said, I got it at a Dollar Tree. So it's possible, maybe it's like an exclusive thing to Dollar Tree, or maybe I just haven't run into it yet in more locations. The wrap snack stuff tends to be very kind of wherever. Like, some of it's at Walmart, but like only certain things. And then like, then I'll go to like a random gas station somewhere and they'll have like 30 different brands of this stuff. But providing I run into it again, I will absolutely get this again. Especially if it's like I can get it from the Dollar Tree or some shit. Like, I'm going to check my local one to see. And if I'm recommending it, yeah, man, I think it's really good. Like I said, I think if you like fruit punch, I think it works well as a fruit punch. It definitely, I will say, works better as a fruit punch than as a lemonade. That I will say for certain. Because, again, the lemonade aspect really is just kind of giving that edge to it. So, but I would still recommend it. I think it's quite the treat. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly OOWEE-tastic rest of your life. Because again, thank you to Wrap Snacks and OOWEE for the very tasty beverage. I said, maybe get, like I said, maybe. I'm just saying, let's get a brand deal with Dr. J. He seems like he'd be down with it, right? Seems like Dr. J seems like he'd be a cool guy. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know him personally or anything, but like anytime I've seen an interview or something, like, he seems like a very down to earth guy. Anyway, this has become like a weird fan thing for Dr. J. Maybe that's what I'll change the channel to when I finally decide I don't want to do food reviews anymore. Just a Dr. J appreciation channel. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you gotta do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit, quite frankly. And we don't always have, very tasty drinks and Dr. J to go over there and help us see through things, I mean, I know for me personally, if I'm feeling a little bit bad, I put on my Dr. J's, my Converse All-Stars. Oh, I'm just rolling with it for whatever reason today. Wasn't planning on that. Anyway, but no, when we deal with situations in our lives that are stressful and, like I said, just bullshit, what have you, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. Do yourself a favor. Go look up some Dr. J highlights, man. Like, seriously, again, the guy, his biggest crime as a player was that he played during a point in time before NBA stars really got to, like, that true superstar status. Because if he had played in today's NBA or even the NBA of 10 years ago or 20 years ago, he would have been one of those guys people would have been like singling out, and like he would be on everybody's radar. And even at the time, he definitely was. Like, he was a star in the ABA, which was a competitor to the NBA, and he was a star when he came to the NBA. But again, basketball didn't quite have that same audience appeal just yet. But definitely check out his stuff, man. Like, if you enjoy, again, the older style stuff, but even then, dude was flashy as fuck and very, very good at what he did. I'm just saying. Anyway, bye.